In Lingua Podcast, live from Dessau, is broadcast from Mitteldeutschland and features all things languages. The show is hosted by our teachers, presenting students and guests from all walks of language learning experiences.
Tutipsy. Breakout music.
It's Lagos Evil Boy.
Deine Augen flackern wie Feuer, flackern wie Feuer. Hold up, can I get a minute? I want to talk something that I really mean. Can I be your gentleman? Make I be your gentleman. Hold up, can I get a minute? I want to talk something that I really mean. Can I be your gentleman? Make I be your gentleman. Oh my, oh my, oh my. You're the one I really, really.
Today we welcome Tutipsy to In Lingua Podcast, live from Dessau. Tutipsy is a singer, a songwriter, and performer working to bring people together through his music. With over 1 million listeners across all digital platforms, Tutipsy's music is more than just music. Tutipsy, that's an interesting name. Tell us more about it.
Oh, yeah. Tutipsy was a name given to me by my brother. We were teenagers at that point. It was like two tips. I was like, yeah, it sounds good, but it's not funny enough. Then I was like, maybe Tutipsy. And over the years, I've grown to accept that name, and even where I actually work, even professionally, people call me Tutipsy, Tutipsy. And the funny thing about it is that in any room I find myself, I make everyone go Tutipsy.
So Tutipsy is actually a nickname.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to tell us your real name?
Yeah. My name is Aditayo Manua, and you can call me Tutipsy.
I think it might be easier to call you Tutipsy.
Yeah.
So, Tutipsy, where are you from?
I am from Nigeria. I grew up in Lagos, but I'm originally from Ondo State in Nigeria.
Okay. And what languages do you speak?
Oh, thank you. You just took me back home. My mother's tongue is Yoruba, and we had to learn English in schools because English is the official language, and we have a very special language that I think should be the official language of Nigeria called the Broken English. It's also called the Pidgin English. And now I currently speak German, B2 level. I try, I think so. Yeah, but that's, I think, 4 languages now.
Can you teach me something in broken English real quick?
Oh, yeah. Gerne. With pleasure. I will do that. I like to talk to you. That is to say, that means I like talking to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how would you say, I'll call you later on tonight?
I go call you later for night.
I will call you later tonight.
Ah, yeah, you get it. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should start teaching broken English in Lingua.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's going to really it's going to take your students away from proper English grammar, because the grammar is totally different.
So you say that English is one of the official languages of Nigeria.
Yeah.
So does that mean you started studying it in like kindergarten or
Yeah.
elementary school?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What languages did you speak at home?
Yoruba language with my grandmom. I struggle with that. I'm not proud of that, but I don't know why. There's something I need to fix in my head. I don't know why it's that. But I speak Yoruba language at home with my grandmom, but basically my friends, broken English, and sometimes my mom, I speak English with her. And yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of bilingual, all the linguas together in one household.
Okay. So how did you end up in Dessau?
Yeah, I think fate. That's I found myself in Dessau. I was like, okay, I wanted a new shift in my life. Let me just come and do my master's and let's see what happens. I've always been doing music, but I just felt like, okay, let's do something else. And I found myself in Dessau. to study my first master's in architecture and cultural heritage, which is formerly called monumental heritage. And yeah, that was it.
And where did you study for your undergraduate?
I studied at an Osun State University in Osogbo. That's the capital city of Osun State. And yeah, and it's also in the southwest of Nigeria.
Okay. So how did you get into music then?
I like this question so much. I've been doing music since I was a child, and I grew up with a lot of inferiority complex, and music found me, and music gave me a voice. So I think since I was 7 years old, music found me.
And what type of music did you start listening to?
Yeah. Couple of Afrobeat music from the great Fela and Nicolas Bokuti. That was what my master's thesis was about. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of myself for that. And I also listened to a lot of Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, a lot, Whitney Houston, Craig David, a different genre of music, and also gospel music because I started in a choir.
Okay.
As a child.
And can you tell our listeners what is Afrobeat music?
Afrobeat music originated in West Africa, Nigeria. That's what I would say. And Afrobeat music is it's a combination of jazz, blues, and high life at the same time. And it has its roots from Afro. And also it's just like it says, Afro and the beat. It comes with the rhythm. The rhythm has to be there. So when you recognize some jazz feel and really nice rhythm, some African rhythm, and you will have a feeling that's Afrobeat music.
Okay. What was your favorite Michael Jackson song?
Oh, nice. Thank you for that question. You ask really good questions. All of them.
Okay.
Basically, yeah, it was my idol. I listened to Thriller. I listened to You Are Not Alone. I listened to even back as Billie Jean. Yeah, that was the beginning. That man, God.
I tell you, when the Thriller video came out, it was almost like a movie production, and it was like 10 minutes long with a storyline and everything. When I was in high school, I loved Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Really nice. And Whitney Houston, of course, very popular. So we share a commonality in music tastes.
Oh. That's cool. I like to talk to him. I said it. I like to follow you talk. Back to Pigeon. Yeah.
When did you start writing your own songs?
A long time ago. I think I started writing since I was in high school. I think since 13. I was 13 years old.
So, Tutipsy, from first meeting you right now, I can't imagine that you would have an inferiority complex. How did music help you in overcoming these personal obstacles?
Yeah, I think the thing that actually music at that age gave me was the fact that it made me realize I meant something. And so being on stage, the stage felt like a safe space. And when people look at me while I sing and realizing how, I see how they look at me. And it made me feel important.
Okay, so it gave you confidence?
It gave me confidence, yeah. I think it has to do with it's about self-worth, also how to find it. And I think music was the one that opened my eyes to that.
So the lyrics that you're writing as a teenager, how are you putting that to music?
Oh, yeah. As a teenager, I was always writing music about feelings, especially love. I had things for girls a lot when I was young. So I was just writing love songs a lot at the time. And it was just basically what I was feeling at that point. And also, still the same thing. It was almost about my fantasy, what I really want, what I didn't get at that time. I put them down in music. It was like a journal for me.
Okay, so did you go to a recording studio and you worked with... Who's your band? Where's the music coming from? That's my question.
The root is actually, I would say it's the choir.
Okay,
that's actually the first one. The choir in church. We sing every Sundays. I had a band. We wrote our songs.
Okay, so you had a band.
Yeah, I had a band because as a teenager, apparently, then I found myself on the stage having my own kind of swag, having my own kind of charisma on stage. I felt, I think I'm actually really good in popular music. Let me just go a little bit. And that's why I was able to diversify into
Okay,
recording.
so your first
music.
concert. How old were you when you gave your first concert? And what was the audience? What was the makeup of the audience?
Yeah, I still have to go back to the church. If I would say my first concert, I take it as my first performance. How it was, I think I was like 13, but my audience the age was like diverse age. If you guys get me, it's more like we have the seniors, we have the younger audience, we have kids, we have everything. So it was everybody in one place, different age groups.
Were you very nervous the first time you on stage?
Yes, I was very nervous. I remember a funny time on stage where I was on stage when I was like, in the church we have a different kind of ways. We have rules to what we say. I remember one time I was like, "Yes, we are here to entertain you," and everyone looked at me. I was like, "This is not the club." It was funny, yeah. I had different episodes.
That is a funny story. When did you first realize that this was something you wanted to dedicate your life to? Because it seems like now this is a dedication.
Yeah.
Like you are a songwriter, you are a musician. Do you play instruments as well?
No, I actually don't play instruments.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually very, very interesting side of what I really like about. I've considered it as a strength because it's not even just about music. It's not just about the instrumentation. It also could be about your voice too. Your voice actually plays a really good role, and also how you think about it, music itself. I've been able to work with different professionals, and everyone has their own role they actually play in music. I think for us, we are just vessels as musicians. Music is bigger than us. We just take me. Music, you understand? Like music, we just help to spread the ideas of music. Yeah.
So where do you draw inspiration for writing?
Now I would say from everything that I've been through and people around me and what I hope to get or what I hope to have. Yeah.
So is that from struggles, or is it from experiences, or is it from joy? Like, can you give a more concrete example of like something that inspired you?
One of my biggest inspiration is my mom. I look at her life story and I draw a lot of inspiration from from her experience, and so also from my experience, and also joy too, like you said, and love too. Even my love stories, I put them in music. So if you want to get to know me personally, listen to my lyrics.
So your mother is central to your writing.
Yeah, fortunately, and I'm actually proud of that. I'm trying to look for the word in German. It means different. I don't know, but yeah, with different languages, I just want to talk a little bit about languages. How sometimes where you think in German grammar and you also have to speak English. The thing is, I've been speaking English all my life, and when I started learning German, I started to realize how really bad my English is. And the funny thing about it is that I don't know why. I think it's a structure. I try to put everything in the right context or put it in the right order. Sometimes I battle with it, and also, the thing is, I also really like about learning German is that in southwest part of Nigeria, we have this problem with the H.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes we confuse the ha sound with the ah sound.
Okay.
And in German, you have to pronounce hallo with the H. So it was really interesting while learning German. I actually was able to actually conquer that side. That I was able to learn how to use the ha correctly, how to differentiate between ha and ah. You know what I mean, right?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, it's been an interesting journey to learn different languages too. Yeah.
How did you find out about the Bauhaus program here in Dessau?
Oh, yeah. Thanks to the internet. And also, yeah, the thing about it was I was just looking for a space to actually do something that is open to design in terms of like different kind of design. in different ways without the function and the form. Where I just thought about it, I was like, okay, and it sounds interesting with the history of the Bauhaus, where I was trying to make a research on the portal that was offered to international students.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you buy a grammar book in Nigeria before you came to Germany?
I like this question because I always talk about it with my brother. The thing is that I kind of really regret something. While as a kid, we had the opportunity to have this grammar book called the Brighter Grammar. I did not pay attention to buying that book. And whenever my teacher said, go and buy that book, I don't come home to tell mom, because I said, Mom, we have to buy that book. And that would have helped me a lot in my grammar. A lot. So if I have to go back, I'll pick up that book.
So you came to Germany.
Yeah.
Did you take the German courses offered at the Bauhaus to the international students?
Yeah, of course. We had to take 2 levels, not really 2 levels, 2 classes in different semesters. German A1 level, I had to do that. And yeah, I actually did 3. I took the opportunity to take another third class. And yeah, then I was also opportune to take an intensive German language course, which really helped my German, offered by the University of Hochschule-Anhalt.
Okay. Were you a bigger star in Nigeria, or when you came to Germany, did you blossom as a superstar?
Yeah, to be honest, I think my career actually blossomed in Germany. Yeah, that I would say, honestly. And yeah, I was the best version I could be in Nigeria, but I think I had the opportunity to touch a diverse audience, I think global audience, if I would say that, because Dessau has the opportunity for you to study with a lot of international students from different parts of the world. So I think that's the thing about studying in Germany, and that helped my music.
So just the exposure to the international community, the diversity of Dessau has sort of relaunched your musical career.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. What inspiration are you finding here in Germany to continue your musical endeavors?
Oh, yeah. I think the thing about it is that what I like about moving to Germany, I would say actually Dessau really played a big role. I actually come from a city that has over 20 million people, and it's totally different from living in Dessau, 80,000 people coming. It's my first time abroad. The winter, gray, no sun. I definitely had the wrong clothes and the wrong shoes. I think the quietness in Dessau gave me more time to be creative. I was less distracted. And so I went deep into my core, and also I was able to access what was going on around me. I think that's the beautiful thing that helped my music.
You know, it might have been the quietness, because after 8 o'clock,
yeah,
you can think.
Yeah, I can think. Yeah, stimmt. Yeah, true, very true. Yeah, I think.
So I want to get into your volunteerism in the community. How did that start?
Oh, yeah. I think we all have the power to become a point of light. I was opportune to just be in my room making music, and there was a project that was taught by a lady from Pakistan. She was like, she has these ideas that she would like me to be part of it, and that's when the Homies and Homies project started. And I was introduced to going to the old folks' home, and then I saw something different. I don't know, it felt different, totally different. And since then, since 2018, I've always been involved in social project. That my life changed. I saw something else that I cannot explain with words. It's only when you experience it that you can actually share that. But yeah.
So you're volunteering in a nursing home.
Yeah.
How did the residents react when they first saw you?
I had to conquer, first of all, my fear. The first, like, okay, when I was asked to come to this home, I was like, okay, let's go. trying to be positive. The beautiful thing is that I was there, and I would use the word disappointed. My expectations was not really positive, but I was welcomed with so much embrace and with warm embrace. That's what I would say. And I felt also the same feeling when you be on stage and you feel like you felt important. I felt exotic, if that's what I mean.
Your role was, I still don't understand, like, were you there as a musician?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were performing for the senior citizens.
Yeah.
Okay.
The idea was to make a band with the senior citizens. That's what the Homies and Homies project was about. We wanted to make a band between international students and the seniors in the old home. Yeah, that was the plan. And then we had a wonderful project together. We had a performance. We launched this project. And the idea, we made music together. We sang German folk songs. We sang some folk songs, international songs.
Was this at one nursing center?
Yeah, just one.
Okay.
Before.
Was this connected to the one community project?
The thing about this project is that it actually grew into the one community project.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually it. It's like the words. It's so simple. One community. We thought about in the first project of the Homies and Homies, it was just the international students and the seniors. But one community project is not just about that. It's everyone from different age groups, every cultures, every sex, everyone.
Did you receive any type of funding for the one community project? Did it come from the city or did it come from the federal state?
Yeah, wonderful question. Yeah, one community project was actually supported by the university and financially supported by the DAAD, which is in charge of the international academic side of Germany, and we're also funded by the Vielfalt Gestalter, who is also from the city too, and yeah, we got some support from these bodies. They are the stakeholders of this project in 2019.
So, how can people get involved in this project?
Yeah, it's basically simple. The most important thing is you reach out. It's open for everybody. I have to make clear. We already have a Facebook page where you can reach out to us, and if you have any wonderful initiative, we're open to work with anyone.
Okay. And it's working with people in the community from all walks of life.
Yeah. That's the vision.
Okay. That's nice. It's a good project. So it's initiated by the university. So Tutipsy, you're a graduate student. You're learning German. You're participating in all of this. Like, where's it coming from?
Yeah,
where's it coming from?
Yeah. That's a very, really good question. Thinking about it right now, I think it has to do with this wonderful German word that I really like, Leidenschaft, which has to do with passion. And then that word actually gave me reasons to not quit at one point where it get difficult. It was never easy. I faced different things that I've never actually experienced in my life, the positive and negative things. And at one point I found purpose. I felt like I said earlier, we all have the power to be a point of light. And I remember times where I was looking for something that was bigger than me. I was looking for a mentor. I was looking for someone to actually give me directions. I look at myself years later and the things that I've seen. If I was this 4 years old child, I would see me right now and I realized that I've always been who I've been looking for. And if I use my platform right now to just be the best version of myself for people that are looking for the opportunities to find people to look forward to.
So what is the next project? Tell us more about the Rebirth music series.
Okay.
Or is that the next is that the next project?
Well, yeah, that's something that I would actually like to separate. One community project is mostly, it has to do with, it's a social project that we just do from the social perspective. Then Tutipsy is just who I am as a musician and musical artist. That's what I do. For me, that's my own part of it. So Rebirth has to do with Tutipsy. And for the next phase for Tutipsy, it's actually the Rebirth series I'm thinking of actually doing, which I started already. It actually was inspired by what happened in 2020. I moved to Germany. I was so busy in doing a lot of things, social projects, studying, learning language. But 2020 was a year that everyone had to take a break,
Right.
pause, you understand? And it gave me time to reflect a lot. And I was thinking about everything about my life, thinking about people around me, thinking about things I've done, things I need to do to reparent myself, to be reborn, so those are the things I was thinking about. And it all connected. And I thought about it as like, okay, why don't I share my stories, my experiences, what I went through, and what people around me have gone through. So like the first episode that is out now, which is My Woman, My Pride, these are stories. It's based on true stories of people around me, even around myself. Actually, it's something that I was thinking, okay, why don't I share these experiences to the world? And we with the team is actually very happy that the progress of the first episode is actually almost 20,000 in 3 weeks. Toy in German. Yeah, and we hope that the next episode, people are really looking forward to the next episode. I hope it's coming out soon and it's possible.
So you've written it? It's ready?
We're working towards it. We have to think about exactly the corona restrictions. These are things that we put in mind every time, because it's very important. But at the same time, we try to make sure that we do something that is what is important in our work is spreading love and hope.
Okay. So when you write a song, are you thinking about someone to play the part of the role you're singing about?
Yeah, as regards this Rebirth series, that I have to put in mind too.
Okay.
A lot, because it's part of the story, because it has to feel real. For me, I'm very interested in the emotional connection of the story that we're telling.
Okay.
So the thing is that it's not just about even being professional. It's the authenticity. That is very important. I would not call myself as a professional music artist. I would say that for me personally, I just see myself as Tile.
Okay.
That is just singing. That can sing. That I don't have to be like this is the brand, this is it, this is what it just comes naturally. Like it for me, it's I draw inspiration from authenticity. So that's why I have to think so much about who are the people part of this project. That's basically, I hope I made sense.
No, you didn't make sense. So, where do you see yourself in the next 12 months?
I like when I started this interview, I said something about fate. Fate, fate. I hope I pronounced that right. Yeah. The thing is, I was also asked this question. I really like this question a lot. The thing is that 2 years ago, I didn't see myself talking to you, having this wonderful interview in this
beautiful studio.
Yeah, again, yeah. And the thing is, and in 2 years or in 12 months, I don't know where I see myself. I really cannot pinpoint that this is where I see myself, but I know it's going to be a better version of me.
Yeah.
That's more important. That's also your part of Reborn.
I think I can feel that from you too. Yeah, you have a certain energy, that's for sure. And it's super positive.
Thank you so much.
It's like you're illuminating. And that takes us back to like, yeah, not advice, maybe advice, but like, okay. When is the last time you visited home?
Home. I have this popular saying, home is where the heart is.
When is the last time you visited? Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been able to travel back home during this pandemic?
Unfortunately, I haven't. I really would want. It was one of my priorities to go home this year, which is still, but because of the pandemic, I really miss to go back to Nigeria to my family. It's been 4 years, almost 4 years here in Germany, and yeah, I have not been home since I've been here. That's the answer. And I really want to go home just to hug my mom again. That's the most important thing first. Then other projects comes.
What advice or tips would you give kids growing up in Nigeria today?
In one of my songs, Shoot for the Moon, one thing my mom always tells me, son, if you shoot for the moon and you miss, you'll land amongst the stars. Never ever settle for less. There's greatness within you. In whatever you're going through, don't let the circumstance that you find yourself define you. Whatever you're going through, dream big. It's okay to dream big. It's a safer place. So why not do that? And keep working.
Sounds like good advice.
Okay, thank you.
So people who have listened to our podcast today, how can they connect with your music and you?
Oh yeah, you can connect with me by just searching on any digital platform Tutipsy, Tutipsy, Upsilon, Y. And yeah, you can find me across on any social media platform. And yeah, and just if you want to connect with me directly, just send me a message and we connect. So yeah, basically that's where you find me.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, Tutipsy, thank you so much for coming in and sharing your story.
Thank you so much for the invitation. I really had a good time.
Thank you.
It's also nice to actually say how you feel. It's therapy too.
It is therapy. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you can't love me now, liebe mich später, meine Frau.